Instagram Reels have been around for a while now, so it's time we stop making these Instagram Reels mistakes if you're trying to either increase reach or grow your account. What's up, everyone? Let's get into mistake number one. And that is text. That there are quite a few different mistakes I see with text that's added onto a video. So let's go over a few of them right now. Mistake number one, not using pop-up text when you want to use pop-up text. And you should be using pop-up text in every video. Why? Because oftentimes when someone first comes across your reel, it's muted. So you want to make them understand that your reel, what your reel is about without the audio. And the best way to do this, to walk someone through your reel is with text, right? Or closed caption pop-up. And if someone were to watch your reel from the beginning to end without audio, they should be able to fully understand what the reel was about, right? And so misplacing the text, I see this happen most often when people edit their reels outside of the Instagram app. And there's nothing wrong with editing outside of the Instagram app. It's just that if you use other editing platforms, it doesn't give you the blue lines that Instagram gives you as a guide if you're editing inside Instagram. And I suggest after editing your video in a different platform, don't add the text yet, then upload to Instagram Reels and you're going to add the text there, because you can drag the text around those blue lines that pop up and they could guide you to tell you, hey, don't put this above this line or below this line when editing outside the Instagram app. You don't get those guidelines. So more often than not, people actually get their text cutting off at the top or cutting off at the bottom, and it's hidden in behind a caption or behind some likes or comment section. So I definitely recommend using or adding the text inside the Instagram app. Mistake number one, in the same vein as number one, is using too much text. And you don't want to overwhelm or confuse the viewer when they come across your reel. Keep your pop-ups short, sweet, and easy to read. Give them enough time to read the whole thing before the text disappears. I'm absolutely guilty of this. When I first started making reels, I would have text pop up way too quickly, or really big blurbs of text, just saying everything at once. And saying these kind of side thoughts I had while making the reel, but you really want to keep it as simple as possible to follow. So don't put those extra thoughts in. Just do closed captions word for word of what you're saying, or even paraphrasing what you're saying. Make sure the video's short and sweet. Okay, next mistake is to crop. The most common mistake I see is when people forget about the 4:5 crop reminder. And reels are filmed and uploaded in the 9:16 dimension, which is the view that you see your reels tab in. It's a story view. It's the long view, hot dog, whatever. And so it's the long 9:16 view. And when someone comes across your reel on the feed and on your feed, and it's actually cropped to 4:5 dimension, this is most often referred to as portrait crop. It's also used for in-feed photos or in-feed posts. Oftentimes I see people have their text cut off, which is what we talked about, because it's too high or too low, but what's important is that people get their faces and their heads cut off, because they're not thinking about crop and they film a reel. And if you're filming your reel with your heads a bit too high in the placement of the recording, it gets cut off by that 4:5. And the crop usually... You've less than 3 seconds before someone decides if they want to watch your reel or skip past it. So little things like being aware of your head placement do matter. And if you think they don't matter and you're still seeing success and you're not seeing success with your reels, then pay attention to those things. I'm just trying to help you, just be careful, right? So mistake number 3 is not being topically consistent. And I know this is an obvious one, but you'd be surprised how many people I come across that basically, instead of choosing to stick to your niche, they're choosing to say a topic because they can guarantee that, someone's watching this video right now. They think they have their niche down pat and they're doing everything right. But they're not. And for me, that was, I was one of those people. So I can call you out because that was me. And so what you're going to do is pick up one topic to talk about on your page, and then pick 3 to 5 subtopics around that topic. For example, my topic could be Instagram, so then 3 to 5 subtopics. I could talk about the algorithm, engagement, brand collaborations, and teaching Instagram, right? And so those are my 5 subtopics, and I'm only going to stick to those topics when making my reels, because the more you stick to those topics, the easier it'll be for Instagram to categorize your account, and they'll be able to push your content to the right people if you're not being topically consistent, then your videos are going to be viewed, but they're not going to be viewed by the right people. Mistake number 4 is not saving all your videos. Instagram can be really glitchy, and I can't tell you how many people that I've seen where Instagram just says, hey, let's delete all their videos, and they spend 8 hours batching. That'd be funny. Don't know why they would do that. And so it's a good idea to save your reels, and then you'll have them recorded, and after you'll have the text edited and everything, and saving them will save you time in the end if Instagram is ever glitchy and decides to delete your videos. Sometimes when you update the app or logged out of your account, just because Instagram felt like it, they disappear, but always save them as a backup. Number 5, the mistake I see people make is trying to go viral. Now, hear me out. There's nothing wrong with wanting to go viral. And there are plenty of resources that teach you how to increase your chances of going viral. But the mistake that happens is that you're solely focusing on going viral, and you forget about your audience, and you forget about what happens when you put this kind of content out to your audience. And so I see this happen all the time, where someone just wants to follow trends. And they're only going to make trending content, but they're forgetting to make it relevant to their niche or stick to their audience. So if it's not sticking, ask yourself before you post, am I showing up for my audience? Is this valuable to my audience? And by valuable, is it educational, inspirational, entertaining, or relatable? How does this post show up and cater to the audience that either you currently have or you want to have? So number 6 is video quality, and there are 2 mistakes when it comes to video quality. The first comes up more frequently, and let's say you recorded a reel in 4K and it's the best quality ever, then you go to post the reel and all of a sudden the quality drops. It's because Instagram is using its own compressor to fit into their 1080p, right? And so you want to have your video already at 1080p to keep the best quality. And second, you might need to remove any logos that might be on your video before uploading it. And by logos, I don't mean like brands of clothing. I mean like specifically if you post the video to TikTok first and then it's saved to your camera roll, then the TikTok logo will pop up, right? And the videos with TikTok logos will not perform as well, and their reach will be affected. And in the past, and my self's advice was to screen record your TikTok before publishing, and that way it automatically removes the logo. But TikTok has changed their design since, so what I recommend doing is using the website snaptik.app, which is a really popular way to remove TikTok logos. Mistake number 7 is overthinking. If you're stuck and you haven't created reels, you're probably overthinking. Your reels don't have to be perfect. They don't have to go viral. They don't have to hit, whatever expectations it is that you have set in your head. All you really have to do is show up, even if it's a 5-second video, to go to the Reels tab on your phone right now, and go up on Instagram, start scrolling, and once you hear an audio more than once, save the audio. And you don't have to know what kind of spin you're going to do on it just yet. Just save it and keep it. And you'll sooner or later you'll have a bunch of saved sounds, and you can that you can choose from, and think of fun ways to apply a fun twist on whatever sound that is, and to just take action on whatever you need to do to get a video up. Or if you feel like you have no clue what you're doing, I feel like I have no clue what I'm doing sometimes, and I have reels in my draft right now where I literally just recorded myself lip syncing to an audio, and I haven't figured out how to apply it to my niche. But once I figure it out, then I'll get an idea and they'll be ready to go, and you'll have videos stocked up. And you'll have them ready to process, and ready for your account, right? So the next mistake is not putting a call to action on your videos. You want to treat each reel like it's going to be somebody's first time coming across your face. And at the end of every reel, make sure to add a call to action, like a CTA. CTA is something like a follow for more, follow for part 2, comment, comment this emoji if you agree with this, whatever. Like, give them something concrete that they can do. And in the chance that your videos kind of pop off and you want to increase your chances of getting more followers by having a call to action in each video, this is really important. And comment below what your mistakes you're making are. Let me know if you think I missed anything. I hope you liked this video. Leave it a like if you did, and subscribe for more. Thanks.